Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Final Fantasy, the Pixel Remaster. When last we left off, we had just finished the Lich in the Earth Cave and caused the Earth Crystal to glow again. If we look at our menu here, we can see the orange crystal down below the selections there is glowing. That means we have one of 4 crystals ready to go. So now the question is, what do we do? The game doesn't really tell you what to do unless you have already been to I was going to say Crystal Lake. I always say that. I think I did that earlier when we went there. Unless you've been to Crescent Lake. And the game doesn't really direct you to go there either. But this is the good old days where there was no hand-holding. You were just expected to wander around and find stuff. Alright. So there we go. One battle down, and hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so yeah, there was no hand-holding back in the day. You just had to wander around. But if you're playing along, you don't have to worry about that because you got me here. So once we get through with these random battles, I'll go ahead and auto attack here. And just give them the old 1-2. You know, we've done this many times before. You know, you have to wonder what's going on in this place. That there's so many spiders in the grass. It's going to be hell on the tourism. Okay. Do we need to rest up? Not really. Let's check in on the folks of Melmond. Well, things are still looking a little rough here, but maybe they're getting better. Restore the crystals to grace. You aren't the Warriors of the Light, are you? Yeah, we are. Warriors of the Light. To you we owe our thanks. The Earth is returning to normal. Fantastic. Alright. We picked up the magic from here that we want. I believe there's only one more. Is there one more spell we want here? No, we have all the white. And I think we only wanted Firaga black-wise. The rest of the level 5 black spells I think were crap. Oh yes, we do want this, but we can't cast it yet. You need to go through the infamous class change before you can cast this, and this spell is extremely important because without it, unless they've changed something, you can't actually escape the final dungeon without it. Okay, so that I think the folks in Melmond are have things under control, but you know, I want to check one more thing. Excuse me. There is a wise man in town. Does he say anything new? The Earth Crystal must be shining again. Okay. I wondered if he might have a clue to go to, tell you where to go next. I mean, I know where to go, but just in case you want to play without a guide or without watching this full video series, which I highly recommend against, by the way. Okay, so off to Crescent Lake, and that is the town in the extreme southwest corner of the map, or southeast corner of the map, rather. So we're just going to sail south. Get attacked by Sahagins. Yeah. Fun times. We're going to go south around the Devil's Tail here. Yeah, I can't decide if the encounter rate is the same in this version as the original or if it's slightly higher. It feels like it might be slightly higher on the ocean anyway, but I think in general. It has been a while since I played the original, so I can't say for sure. We're going to sail west here because the map does loop on itself as though the world we're around. And it is the shortest way to get where we're going. So we are headed to Crystal Lake. That is our destination. And the reason for that is, if you remember when we were here before, at least one of the Circle of Sages alluded to the fact that when we defeat one of the fiends, that we should come back. Anytime we defeat a fiend and restore a crystal to grace, we should come back here. And that is the sequence trigger, of course, for being able to go challenge the next fiend. So we've finished off the Lich in the Earth Cave. Now it's time to go see who's next. And who or what is next is a little bit of an open question, actually. Okay. Yeah. But we'll get there when we get to it. Okay. Back to Crescent Lake. If you'll remember, the Circle of Sages is off to the right there. Let's check our item supply. 40 potions, 7 ethers, no Phoenix down. Of course, we have the life spell now. Buy a couple antidotes. Okay, we're good. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead. We have 72. I'm sorry. I was looking at the cost. I started to say I was pretty sure we had more than 40 potions. I'm gonna bump it up to 97. That gives us leeway for 3 in case we find some or some drop from bosses. It's not quite time to start buying high potions, but it won't be long. Well, it depends on where you want to go next, but we'll get there in just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and buy. I'm gonna save because gold is about to become very tight again. Let's see. We came here before, so there's really nothing weapon or armor wise that we want. We do have level 6 slots for the red mage, and we have 6 and 7 for the white mage, so we can go ahead and stop in here. Okay, Stona is 13,000. Gold needles are 500. I don't know. Are we gonna need 26 gold needles? I'm not sure. Exit. We can't cast this yet. We need the class change. Protera. That's a very good one. Is Invisora. There's an item later that casts this free of charge. So I'm tempted not to get this. I think I will buy Protera. We may get this later. You know, I have to correct myself. I was thinking something wasn't right when we were looking at teleport before in Melmond. That's not the spell. But teleport takes you from one floor to the next floor up. Exit is the spell I'm thinking of. This is again, we need to be wizard level for this, so we can't buy it yet, even though we have level 6 charges. But this spell is required to beat the game, as far as I am aware. So, but we can't buy it yet, so we're not going to. So that does it. That does it. Got Protera. Why am I doing that? Go over here. What's black spells can we cast? None. We have the charges, but we can't cast them because we need to be a wizard. So here is the interesting question before us. do we go ahead with the next fiend, which is what the game sort of wants you to do? Or do we pursue the class change at the earliest possible opportunity? Doing class change now will be difficult, but not impossible. I'm torn. If I were doing this as a live stream, I guess I could just ask you guys what you want me to do, but since we're not, I'm going to have to make a choice. And, well, since we have spell charges in levels that we just can't use, I'm tempted to go for class change now. But it is not easy. In fact, it is quite irritating. But either way, I mean, we have to do it anyway, because again, that exit spell is required, which might be sort of that's sort of the gear check or a progression check for being able to beat the game. You have to do the class change. It's the game's way of making you do it. I don't know. But the question is, do we go through the difficult areas at low level? We have to go through them either way, and they're difficult either way. So, I don't know. Let's see. Regardless of what you want to do, you want to come to the Circle of Sages in Crescent Lake, and come to this guy. Not Lucan, but this guy. And he will say, "Well done, Warriors of Light. You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored the Crystal of Light. Sadly, this has drawn the notice of the Fiend of Fire, who was not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the Fiend in Mount Gog." Boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Got the canoe. And this is a very useful item. It allows us to navigate shallow waters and can create shortcuts for us. And allows access to places that we normally could not access. So, for instance, shortcut-wise, you can just use the canoe right here. And cross the lake. So if you're going back and forth between the boat dock and here, you don't have to go around the lake anymore. There are encounters in the water that are unique. You want these for your bestiary. Be sure not to miss them. The old white croc. These would be easy to miss. You can go entire playthroughs without encountering those. So sometimes you have to go out of your way. I'm realizing we are in need of a rest. We'll go ahead and spend the 200 here. Okay. Hop out of town. Drop a save. Now, let's see. Can we bring up the map? I wish you could zoom in on this map. There may be some way to do it, and I'm not seeing it. But I also wish you could move this little pointer freely. At any rate, let's see. I guess I could use my mouse. This is our ship. This is where we are. Of course, you see Crescent Lake here. This is Mount Gulg right here. This is where we're meant to go next. If we want to do this, the class change now, we're not going to go to Mount Gulg. We are going to need the canoe because we need to go to this location right here. This is the Ice Cave, and if you know anything about Final Fantasy 1, you will know that this place sucks. It's very unforgiving, but there's something in there that we need to get to be able to progress and actually do the class change. Okay, so we're going to go up here. I think we're going to just go ahead and do the class change. So what we'll do is There's two ways to do this. We could go back to the boat and then go up this way, dock here, get in the river, and go up. That's the most straightforward way. Or I was thinking you could get through from here, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyway, we're all rested up, and I think we're okay for the ice cave. Let me get the pointer off the screen. Get the old ankegs. It's just going to be kind of aggravating, but like I said, it's aggravating no matter what. Again, these guys, they poison you. That's your main concern here, but if you stay stocked up on antidotes like I've suggested, you should be fine. They do hit hard, but you get a boatload of experience there. So you look there, we're at the point where with that battle that even though there is an experience differential with Yang and the others, we all four leveled up at the same time again. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Get rid of that poison. Here we go with the potions. To use one there. Okay, so on the boat, around the cape, get rid of the Sahajins. I'm pretty sure this is the maximum number that you can have. 9 of the smaller enemy sprites. Excuse me. And we go up here, through here. And you used to be able to, just use the canoe right here at the border between the sea and the lake. But is this the, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Pop a save here. Here, there's nothing at that grassy area you want to, and again, in the original game we didn't have this map. I'm going to go up this way. Okay, here's a whole bunch of your uniques for this area. These are all unique to the river. Be careful, they're not super dangerous, but you want to watch your HP here. Longtime Final Fantasy fans will recognize at least one enemy here. The Ochu, this is his first appearance in a Final Fantasy game. And he became a long-standing component of the series. Whereas a lot of monsters, their forms have changed significantly from one game to the next. The Ochu, most of the times he's appeared, has looked pretty much like that. Okay. Again, these restore 50 a pop, so don't waste. Yeah, up this way. Over this way, up this way. Over Neochu. This is the I think this is a fairly rare encounter for this area. Stronger version of the Ochu. Very resistant to physical hits. And hits like a truck. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with Fire. Can't remember how much HP he has. I believe he's weak to fire. Maybe not. I don't know. He's got him. You see, that's a huge amount of experience. That's nice. Is that a set encounter? Yeah, I didn't think it was. Okay. So saves a lot is back. Wait a minute. I'm gone to the wrong place. I did indeed. The ice cave is below us. What a fool. Well, you get to see what it's like when you play the game and you don't know what you're doing. This is full-on old-school exploration here. We'll say that anyway, instead of just an old guy that forgot where to go. Ah, crap. You know, if I forgot which way to go here, I'm going to have real fun in the ice cave itself. It's going to be awful. Excuse me. Oh well. This game is mostly just walking around and fighting anyway, so, you know, I guess your entertainment value will come in watching me bungle around stupidly. There's where we're trying to get. Here's this dude again. I don't mind running into these. I mean, this is just an experience pool. You know? A big fat sack of experience. Fat sack. Love it. If you have the insane amount of potions and antidotes that I have, then, you know, you should love it too. Am I going the right way? Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Down this way. Around this way. Over this way. Up this way. Down this way. Turn around. Jump down. Turn around. Pick a bale of cotton. You've seen these guys a million times before at this point. Okay. Here we go. I am going to use a tent to top everybody off, because this place sucks. Okay. Okay. We're going to save it. And I'll be right back.